Welcome back to the deep dive. You know that feeling when you're watching a massive high-stakes game, maybe football, maybe something else, and boom, the whole momentum just flips.
Oh, yeah.
Not gradually, but like in 60 seconds flat.
It's electrifying, isn't it? That's exactly the kind of roller coaster we're jumping onto today.
Right. So our focus is really sharp this time. We're doing a deep dive into FC Barcelona's pretty dramatic 2-1 win over Real Sociedad in La Liga.
That was Sunday, September 28th, 2025. And look, this wasn't just 3 points. It was a huge psychological win. And importantly, it sent Barca right to the very top of the league table.
And the setting, we have to mention this, the Montjuic Olympic Stadium. It's their temporary home, right? While the Camp Nou gets its permit sorted for the renovation.
Exactly. And that adds this whole other layer of difficulty, you know? It's not the fortress. Not yet, anyway. They don't have those decades of history kind of baked into the walls there.
So for a comeback win like this one, resilience was absolutely key. More so than usual, maybe.
Definitely. Though, to start with, it almost looked like they wouldn't need that resilience. Barca came out flying.
Yeah, they were dominating possession, weren't they?
Totally. High energy, the classic Hansi Flick high press was working. They looked, well, like a really well-oiled machine, creating chances.
But the danger with that kind of dominance sometimes is you get caught blinking.
And that's precisely what happened. You felt a Barca goal was coming, but then, bang, 31st minute. Real Sociedad, the Basque side, they hit them with a sucker punch.
A total shock.
Yeah.
You mentioned the high press. Isn't that system supposed to, like, prevent those quick counters? How did they get exposed so badly there?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? The press was super aggressive, which is good, but maybe it left the center backs a bit isolated. Sociedad went direct right through the middle, super quick transition.
Caught them flat-footed.
Yeah, exactly. And defender Alvaro Odriozola, he was right there to capitalize, found the space, slotted it home, very precise setup, very quick. It was maybe a failure in that rapid recovery phase. And just like that, Montjuic went silent.
Oof. That first goal, it just changes everything tactically, doesn't it? Suddenly, Barca are chasing the game at their temporary home, league position on the line. Pressure's on.
Big time. But, you know, credit to them, they showed that mental strength straight away, didn't panic, didn't just try and force it through open play, which clearly wasn't clicking right after the shock.
So what did Flick's side do?
They used precision. They used a set piece just before halftime, 43rd minute. Smart coaching, really, recognizing where the opportunity was.
Walk us through that equalizer then.
Okay, so it was basically pure power and perfect execution. Defender Jules Koundé, he timed his run, his jump, just perfectly, rose like dramatically above everyone else to meet this beautifully delivered corner kick.
A commanding header.
Absolutely no chance for the keeper, leveled it at 1-1. And think about the timing right before the halftime whistle. Psychologically, that's massive. It just flips the momentum right back, the momentum Sociedad had just grabbed.
Yeah, that goal really did flip the script. Perfect timing. And it set the stage brilliantly for the second half, didn't it? Paving the way for, well, the moment everyone seemed to be waiting for.
The return of Lamine Yamal.
Exactly. The anticipation was huge.
You have to remember why, though. It wasn't just any player coming back. This is the 18-year-old wonder kid, right? He'd been out for 4 matches. Groin injury picked up playing for Spain. His directness, his speed, they really missed that threat down the wing.
And we also can't ignore that pre-game moment, can we? Yamal presenting the Kopa Trophy, World Best Young Player Award to the crowd.
Right. That adds another layer of inspiration, doesn't it? It's like, here's the future, here's the talent, right before he has to go out and prove it all over again. Sets the stage perfectly.
And that validation, that moment, it seemed to just flow straight onto the pitch when he came on.
It really did. So the sub happened in the 58th minute. Yamal replaced Rooney Bargi. And this wasn't just about fresh legs, I think.
Tactical change.
Yeah, I think so. Bargi, talented player, but maybe he wasn't quite stretching the field enough, not providing that vertical threat they needed to break down Sociedad, who'd kind of settled into their defensive shape by then.
So Flick brings on the raw speed, the directness.
Precisely.
There-
And the impact. Wow. It was instant drama, barely a minute later, 59th minute on the clock. Yamal just gives everyone a demonstration of why people call him a generational talent.
No easing in then.
Not at all. He just explodes into the penalty box, lightning speed, beats his man one-on-one, and then delivers this just perfect cross, low-driven, pinpoint accuracy.
And waiting for it.
Robert Lewandowski, the veteran, the prolific Pole. He meets this perfect delivery with a powerful header. It actually glanced off the post, I think.
Ooh, added drama.
Yeah, off the post and in. 2-1 Barcelona. Comeback complete, basically engineered in under 60 seconds by the youngest guy on the field.
Incredible. Just incredible. And that speed of impact, that's what defines him, right?
It absolutely is. And you see it in the stats, too. That assist, it adds to his total, get this, 24 assists for Barcelona since last season, across all competitions.
24 assists before he's even 19.
Exactly. Think about that historically. For a major club like Barcelona, accumulating assists at that kind of rate at his age, it puts him up there with some of the elite creators we've seen in modern football history. It's quite something.
It really justifies all the hype, all the investment the club and Flick have put in him. You understand why Koundé said afterwards, we are going to need him.
And why Flick himself said he was very proud and it was great to have Yamal back. When your game plan sometimes hinges on that spark of individual brilliance, well, you need that brilliance to show up when it matters most.
But the game wasn't quite done and dusted yet, was it?
No, not at all. Fair play to Real Sociedad. Despite that huge blow, they showed their own quality. They tried to mount another comeback. This is where Barca's defense really had to switch gears, from attack mode to just hold on tight.
And the pressure must have been intense. Takesu Sakubo, the Japanese forward for Sociedad, he looked really dangerous.
He really did. He came so close to leveling it again, rattled the post. Not once, but twice.
No way. When was that?
First time around the 72nd minute, then again later on, maybe the 84th. Two absolute heart-and-mouth moments for the Barcelona fans.
Wow. Okay, so this is where the goalkeeper earns his pay.
Absolutely. Wojciech Szczesny. He was immense in those final stages, made several crucial saves, but there was one specific stop against Mikel Oyarzabal that was vital, absolutely vital to keeping that narrow 2-1 lead intact during those frantic last minutes.
So Szczesny's heroics, combined with maybe the slightly unfamiliar feel of Montjuic, it kind of turned into a makeshift fortress under fire.
You could say that, yeah. They held firm. And this win, looking beyond just the 3 points, it locks Barcelona into some really impressive historical context, too.
Right, this was their 5th straight win, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Across all competitions, shows they're building some serious momentum, some repeatable form.
Yeah, but the really big one is the scoring streak, those 2 goals. They extended their run of scoring in consecutive matches to 44.
44 matches scoring a goal. That's just, wow. Monumental offensive consistency.
And we found out this actually ties a major club record set way back in the late 1940s.
Incredible. And to think, this whole streak apparently started right after a pretty rare blank, that 1-0 loss to Leganés late in 2024. Talk about a reaction.
It says a lot about the mentality Flick is building there, doesn't it? Bounce back immediately and just keep scoring.
And strategically, for the La Liga title race, the timing of this win couldn't have been better.
Oh, absolutely perfect timing. Because just the day before, Saturday, their big rivals, Real Madrid, they got absolutely hammered.
Yeah, 5-2 against Atletico Madrid. That's a shocking result. Huge implications.
Massive. So Barcelona grinds out this tough 2-1 win, fueled by that incredible Yamal-inspired comeback, and suddenly, boom, they're top of the league.
1 point clear.
1 point clear. It's not just about the points, though. It's the statement it makes in the title race. Really fuels those dreams of getting the La Liga trophy back, the one they last won in the 2022-23 season.
And it wasn't just the Madrid derby providing drama elsewhere in Spain, was it? The whole weekend seemed pretty intense.
Yeah, the wider league picture definitely confirms it's a high-stakes environment Barca are now leading. You look at the other results.
Like Elche beating Celta Vigo 2-1. That looked like a real back-and-forth game.
Yeah.
Silva scored early for Elche.
Yeah, 18th minute.
Yeah.
But then Iglesias equalized for Celta just 4 minutes later. Quick reply.
But Elche got the winner.
Yep. John Chataya in the 68th minute sealed it for them. Tight game.
And Sevilla needed a late goal, too.
They did. Down south, they snatched a really crucial 1-0 win against Rayo Vallecano. Acor Adams with the strike really late, 87th minute. Shows those late-game heroics weren't just happening at Montjuic.
Okay, and what about Real Betis?
Betis had a smoother ride, relatively speaking. Cruz passed Osasuna 2-0. Both goals came in the first half. Ez Abde and Cucho Hernandez getting on the score sheet. Controlled performance.
So yeah, lots of teams fighting hard across the league. But all eyes inevitably swing back to Barcelona now, right? This hard-fought domestic win, it has to be the perfect confidence boost heading into Europe.
Absolutely ideal prep. Their next big test is that Champions League clash. Paris Saint-Germain, that's on Wednesday, and it's also at Montjuic. So this win, this feeling, it's vital.
So Wrapping this all up then, this deep dive.
Yeah.
The comeback against Real Sociedad, it really was a perfect storm, wasn't it?
It really was. You had the strategy, Flick's tactical tweaks, the demand for mental toughness. That blended perfectly with timely moments like Koundé's fantastic header from the set piece.
The equalizer.
Exactly. And then layered on top of all that, the sheer, undeniable, game-breaking talent of Lamine Yamal. His return was like lightning striking. That instant reversal of momentum, it speaks volumes about the identity this team is forging.
Okay, so here's the final provocative thought for you, the listener, to maybe chew on. When you look at Lamine Yamal, his incredibly rapid rise.
Yeah.
He's already been the Kopa Trophy, right? Best young player in the world.
Yeah.
And then he comes back from injury, and in literally less than a minute, single-handedly flips a crucial league match. What does that really signal for Barcelona's future, for their historical path?
Think about it. The immense pressure already on this, let's remember, 18-year-old. He's not just some talented kid anymore. He's proving to be the hinge, the catalyst for massive wins. So what is the actual ceiling for a talent that influential at that age?
Right, when someone that young is already looking like the foundation for maybe a new era, what does that mean for their league hopes, their European ambitions? Suddenly, maybe, the sky really is the limit.